Hi, everybody. Merry Christmas. I am Brandy Rose, and I am here with the amazing Michelle Jones for a round of Forever 41 Holiday Edition, which is also the first time anybody has streamed Forever 41. So, welcome, Merry Christmas, and thanks for being here, Michelle.
Yeah, thank you for having me. I am very excited to play this.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see what kind of shenanigans we get into. I know that we're going to be playing the what is it called? We're going to be playing the secondhand store, as everybody should be able to see by the clothes that are behind us in the interface. And our little name tags with our social media handles on them. So I will be our general manager, but because this is the holiday edition, in addition to being the general manager, I will also be our head holiday elf, which is a general manager with jingly shoes and a hat. The closest I could get is I am wearing my Violet Beauregard costume from when I was Violet. No, not Violet. When I was Veruca Salt. When I was Veruca Salt 2 years ago for Halloween. And it's about as close to my elf costume back when I worked at the mall that I could get. And very excited for us to dive into character creation because we decided to do that on stream. So, did you want to look through them and pick one, or did you want to roll a d6 and see what happens?
I want to roll a d6 and see what happens.
Yay. All right, all
I,
right.
I want to embrace the spirit of the season
Nice.
and roll dice.
Yay. Hi, Sphinx. Hello, chat. All right.
Alright, so I've got a 5 here,
Mm-hmm. All right.
which means I turned 40 in 500 AD.
Ooh.
It says, you've witnessed the rise and fall of countless empires, including your own, and now you're supposed to restock soap? Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
All right. That should come with modifiers if you want to share the modifiers with everybody.
I get a +1 on anything in the realm of persuasion. I literally ran an empire. I can confidently assure a customer the oats used for their oat milk were happy oats, even if I have no idea what the fuck that means.
Lovely.
I have a -1 on letting customers be right. Whom's the fuck is this peasant? I mean, customer, to tell me I'm wrong.
Wow. Hearing my own words back at me, I was like, oh, I didn't censor myself at all writing this game. Oh, boy. Oh, my. You may feel free to censor anything you'd like, by the way, if you're reading any of this out loud and you're just like, I don't want to say that. You don't have to. But thank you.
I mean, no, I think this is just the right mood. This is exactly how I feel when interacting with customers, so I think this is perfect.
All right. I love that. Do you have any ideas for like what did you rule over? Who were you? Do you know? Your
So
feelings?
here's the thing, I don't know history. I don't know like
fine.
what was happening
You
in
can make up a
500
kingdom.
AD.
You can make up a kingdom. I don't know either. I pulled those dates out of my ass. I have no idea what was happening on this planet at 500 AD. I just know it had been 500 years since we claimed Christ died. That's it. That's all I know.
Yeah, so I don't know what empire would have been falling, but I imagine it's like some like I don't know, there were so many countries in Europe that don't exist anymore. It's probably one of those.
Yeah.
Like like East Europe, basically Russia, but not quite.
Fair. Wasn't Russia yet, is Russia now. Nice. So you have been around for a hot minute. So for everybody here who has not read Forever 41, the premise is that you are a vampire in your 40s. You were turned in your 40s, and you have to work retail for reasons, maybe unknown, maybe even if you got turned yesterday, maybe you are just, under the boot of capitalism, you've had a job, you turn into a vampire, and that doesn't just change, or you've been a vampire for a long time and never actually updated your money. Or you took it for the hell of it. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, that is the thing that like all of my currency is from a nation that no longer exists, and so it is not recognized by any bank or government.
Yep.
So I have untold riches, but no one will let me spend them. So
That is extremely valid. You cannot pay rent in like outdated gold coins. and you do have to sleep somewhere. I actually got brutally dragged by my help while Bebo and I, so Bebo is project manager with me at Roll for all the stuff that I do and manages me, and we were writing this up together for Roll, which is the interface we're using today. And I didn't realize that I had misspelt doubloons because I thought you spelled doubloons Dubloons, but that is not how you spell doubloons. It is, however, how you spell doubloons on neopets.com. And in the middle of working with no warning, I was just minding my business. Bebo goes, you were really big on Neopets when you were younger, huh? And I was like, why would you say that? Why would you say that? And Bebo was like,
how do you spell doubloons?
Doubloons. Yeah, like double. Like, it makes, once you say it, I was like, that makes sense, but I thought it was Dubloons.
That's also what I thought it was.
What a specific catch that is. I was like, oh my god. Also, it says doubloons on the premise of the game, which is the free part everyone can see, and nobody said shit. And I was like, either we were all on Neopets and can't spell, or you're all very nice and didn't want to call me out. But it got called out anyway. So for the premise of this game, for the holiday version, you also get to pick, if you would like to, a little modifier, a little one-time bonus that you can use once in the game of adding on to your character. So your character was 40 in 500 AD, and you were ruling this empire that fell. Maybe it fell because you were turned into a vampire. Who knows? But you get to choose either to be a tinsel enthusiast, hi Candy, or if you would like to be the evil green furry in spirit.
I think I am feeling the spirit of the evil green furry.
Yes, I love this. I'm getting a feel for what kind of ruler you were, and I'm very, very digging it. Let me see. Just so that I can tell people what the evil green furry means. So the types of holiday helping elf, which is your official job capacity title, which is also the official job capacity title I had when I actually had this job in real life. And let me tell you, it actually made being paid less than minimum wage worse, just for the title of it, not even just the costume. So once per game, you can use this modifier. So the description for the evil green furry is, fuck who pissed in your eggnog, dude. Honestly, you're on the Grinch's side. If a whole village attacked you like that, because that song is brutal, you'd steal Christmas, Kwanzaa, Easter, fucking Earth Day. Fuck it. You'll steal birthdays. You get a +1 on controlling your internal holiday-themed peppermint-striped rage monster, aka you can use this modifier on feats of calm or endurance once per game. So that means if I am putting you in a situation, or we roll a situation that is stressing you the fuck out, and I ever throw like a, hey, how are you doing at you get a little +1 to make sure that you stay nice and calm. Or if somebody is truly pushing your buttons, you are more convincing of being calm. So you can use this once per game. We will be playing 3 15-minute shifts. I will be timing on my own end. Eventually, I'll figure out how to use a timer on Twitch. Today, it's not that day. But you know what? It's okay, because it's good to have goals for the next year. So my goal for next year, my New Year's resolution, is to learn how to use a timer on Twitch. I like being achievable. I think that that's smart, builds confidence. Not that I need any more of that. But so that is going to be your little extra modifier you can keep track of. And then for anybody that saw the original game, we will be playing with both the Bloodlust meter of the original game and the cheer meter of the holiday game. Right? So chat just said, the first time I heard that song, I was like, who the hell did the Grinch piss off like that? You are correct. I was like, Jesus fuck, what did he do? And then you find out he didn't really do anything. He just is weird and fucked off. And I was like, I would kill people. I'm not gonna just fucking lose it. This would turn into a horror movie so fucking fast. Fuck this shit. Absolutely not. I can't believe he waited till he was a grown-ass man to steal Christmas. I would have been fucking up their lives 24/7 every day of my life. It would have become my life's fucking mission to make these fuckers miserable. I am very petty.
Well, you know, like, the cursed lore of the song.
I do not.
So the very cursed lore is that because the person who sings the song, what I've been told, this could just be like internet urban legend, was also the voice of Tony the Tiger.
No, I know that. I did hear that. Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh my god.
So
Oh,
the curse lore is that the Grinch and Tony the Tiger are exes.
I had actually known this and suppressed the memory apparently. But it has awakened now. Merry fucking Christmas. The Grinch and Tony the Tiger have fucked. And it did not go well. So you know what? I've never written a song about an ex, but I could probably muster up that level of contempt if I really wanted to. I could do that. Music writing, as at Hark Morper, Jeremy will attest, is not my strong suit. But I could write a pretty mean diss track about an ex if I really wanted to. So I understand. So in addition to having the bloodlust meter, which is a stress mechanic developed for the game, where every roll you do, you will either succeed or fail, and this will affect whether or not you have a control over your bloodlust. If your bloodlust, which starts at 0, hits at 12, you go berserk no matter where we are in the game, and you get to role play out slaughtering whoever, whatever you want. Because this is the holiday edition, and you said beforehand you were down, we will be playing with an extra difficulty called the cheer meter. And that is actually a thing that I developed so that the GM running this game would be even more involved, because I really like designing games where the GMs are basically players with slightly more control. So the cheer meter will activate if Michelle rolls a failure. So if you roll a failure, you activate the GM's cheer meter, and you get to roll. So I get to roll a d6 to see how much damage. Actually, no, you roll a d6 to see how much damage you dealt my holiday cheer. I will start out with 10. 10 holiday cheer means you are fully infected by the holiday spirit. It's almost unholy. If I hit 0, aka there is no joy to give this world, this employee has drained you of your will to jingle, so now they're gonna ho 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 their asses all the way to the unemployment office. If I hit 0, you're fired and the game is over. So yes, there will be that additional mechanic to come into play if you roll a critical failure. So if you roll, I believe if you end up with a 1 or a 2, that's a critical failure. I will be keeping track of the failures and successes. You don't have to worry about that. But yeah, so we are going to, let me just grab my timer that I did not equip before the stream, but that's okay. That also, yeah, tracks. It's very in character for me. Let me see, timer set for 15 minutes. So before I hit the timer, we're going to start the game as the game is intended, with some nice role playing, some narrative stuff, some storytelling. So why don't you tell us, how did you get to this job? This one specifically, and what is the store like? So this is a secondhand store for anybody that hasn't been there. I based it off of like those franchised ones that are like slightly better than like Savers and like Goodwill, where like they still say no to shit, but it's still a fucking secondhand store. So
Yeah, I think so. I have like throughout the centuries have been like, advisor to kings. I've been an actress, a celebrity, and the job market's tough, y'all, right now. And so I was like, okay, you know what? I have this long history. Um, I think I interpreted secondhand stores like antique shop. It was like, oh yeah, so I will know the history of these items. I will be able to tell you where they came from. I will be able to assess their value. And I go into the interview and I tell them all those things, and they go, great, you're hired. And then I get in there and they say, here's 8 garbage bags of old t-shirts. Can you sort these? And I went, what?
yeah, that's extremely accurate. I used to work secondhand. I'm so sorry. It's called high fashion resale. I used to work high fashion resale. And ooh, boy, that's accurate. That means somebody had to teach this conqueror of empires how to check if shirts are discolored from sweat. So that's wonderful. That's lovely. I love that that's how you ended up here. I love that you just went along with the gig even after finding out that it's not an antique store. It is the rule of thumb. You're not allowed to buy anything that's over 3 years old unless it is extremely trendy and in mint condition. You are sitting there spending your days marking down Juicy Couture tracksuit knockoffs and trying to keep people from passing off extremely obviously fake bags for bazillions and bazillions of dollars. Do you even have a concept of the current like monetary system, do you think?
I know what a dollar is, and I know how many of them that I need, um, but that's about it.
That's very fair.
Um, but yeah, I think this place, it's just culture shock for me. I have never even worn a sweated pant.
Oh my. What do you wear when you're not wearing the holiday helping elf costume?
I just, like, every day I dress like I'm going to some kind of ball or gala, and it is just like gowns and jewelry, and it is just entirely excessive.
Getting through these narrow ass aisles must be such a bitch.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my. You just how did you incorporate the holiday helping elf aspect into your getup if you didn't have to go full costume?
I was given these like fake ears that are meant to go over my real ears, um, and I have put them on. Um, they are not my skin tone, so that isn't great.
Oh
It's not a great look.
god.
Um, and just sort of like a little red hat that I am not really a fan of. And other than that, I'm just wearing my regular clothes.
I love that. I love that so much. But since they're so extravagant, everybody must think you're just there as like some extremely fancy holiday helping elf. I love that very much. And then of course the little bells on the shoes, part of the uniform. You just gotta jingle when you walk. Although, given the extravagance of your gowns, you might have already been making some pretty serious clinking and clanking noises when you were walking. So,
Yeah,
you,
my
yeah.
earrings do already jangle when I
Oh
walk.
boy. The earrings underneath the mismatched fake ears. I love that. All right, so I will roll us our first catastrophe. And then I will punch the clock and we will start. Let's see. Be nice to us, dice. You got very lucky. I rolled a 1. And 1 means you take 1 level, like, point to your bloodlust counter. The other helping elves, aka the donation center workers, haven't been by to pick up the donations bin that has now become the donations mountain. It's eating your break room, let me see, the staff kitchen, and it might be starting to eat the staff. You sent a co-elf to grab you a granola bar 10 minutes ago, and you can't see them anymore. Time for a rescue mission. All right, we're going to clock in now. All right, so as your general manager, I need you to get what is your coworker's name?
Is it Ellen?
It's probably Ellen. It's
Ugh, Ellen.
it's probably Ellen. I saw some mismatched socks stick up in the air about 2 minutes ago and then nothing, and I think there might be some customer awareness of the issue and we would like to avoid that. So if you could please figure something out with that. I called the donation center and they're not answering. So this is now, congratulations, Merry Christmas, your job.
All right. I've got this. Totally fine. I'm gonna go get Ellen. I'm gonna deal with the donations. Um, and what I'm gonna try to do. Are you still there?
Yep, I'm here.
Okay. Um, what I'm gonna try to do is just very stealthily, very surreptitiously, just start moving things to the dumpster, um, and just
Mm-hmm.
try to put a dent in the pile that way. And I'm just going to like just start slowly removing things and hope to not be noticed.
All right, so roll a d6.
I rolled a 1.
Ooh, you are trying it today. Okay, so a roll one. So one or two is a critical failure, and the player action backfires with unforeseen consequences. You add 3 to your bloodlust meter, so you are now at 4 out of. And
Out of 4.
because you rolled a critical failure, you get to roll one more d6 for my cheer meter. See if I noticed that.
Well, that's a 6, that one, so.
Nice. Okay, so I lose 1 cheer, so I'm now at 9. You're very lucky they're in a forgiving mood, or maybe you're lucky there are too many witnesses for them to yell at you. Either way, I notice something. Something is happening. It's too early. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. You get a pass because I just don't care. What is the unforeseen consequence? How is this playing out? How do you see this playing out?
Alright, so I am just sort of like making. Like, I'm trying to clear out sort of like a path so that I can like get in here and see where Ellen has disappeared to. Um, because I swear to God, I'm not dealing with these customers by myself, Ellen. I don't care if you have been crushed by these donations. You're going to get out here and help me.
The most disgusting donations, too, because the donations are everything that the store won't pay for, but the person will not accept back. That's what those donations in those stores are like. Rancid.
But I think whatever the unforeseen consequence is, it's something that's bad for Ellen.
Ooh, okay. Let me see. I think. So you are a vampire, right? You got a little super strength going on. You try not to show it off too much because you do have to be subtle, you know. But as you were grabbing bags and bags of trash, nobody's looking at you. You were trying to be subtle. You were just like, let me just grab slightly more than a normal human being could handle, get this done a little bit faster. You grabbed Ellen in between all of these bags of trash, practically, really, and you threw her in the dumpster with the stuff, and she's not happy. She's yelling. She's absolutely yelling. She's like, excuse me. Hey, what the is happening today? Is this trash?
I go back to the dumpster and sort of peek in and go, oh, I'm so sorry about that. And just like clear things away so that she can like get back out. And like, I did not see you in there. I was just trying to make space. Well, you know, there's no food waste in there, so that's a plus.
Yeah, she lifts up a very crumpled looking granola bar and is like, I grabbed you your snack. If you still want it, I think I landed on it. So it might be granola instead of a granola bar. How did you throw me into a dumpster? Did you throw me into a dumpster?
I think we can forget about the granola bar. Let's just get back inside.
She climbs out. She does not smell fantastic. And I want you to roll with advantage because it's a persuasion thing. How well you were able to kind of just talk her down from asking questions.
Oh wait, is advantage?
So just plus 1.
Advantage is plus 1.
Yeah, it's just plus 1.
So it's 5.
Nice. All right. So first of all, you definitely did not activate my cheer meter. A 5 is a full success. You get to play out how that goes, where things go from there, and you lose 2 on the bloodlust meter. So you're back down 2.
Yeah, I think I am just trying to like ignore her questions and play it off as like, wow, I just do not know how that could have happened. But you know what? Don't worry about the granola. The important thing is that you're okay. So we're going to get back inside and we're going to, you know, just organize this just a little and we can get back to work.
Right. So, by the way, are you throwing the donations into the trash dumpster?
Some of them, yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, I will keep that in mind. Also, for people watching, I forgot to read because now I'm at a 9 on the cheer meter and I forgot to read what that says, so. Okay, Santa's top helper, maybe dial back just shy of creating a shrine to the guy and take note of the employee exhibiting slightly less cheer than they should. So I've got my eye on you now. And I see Ellen. And I just kind of like, you didn't get Ellen in a way that I thought was great, probably, but I don't care enough to think about why Ellen is coming out of the dumpster when Ellen was in the break room. So I don't want to think about that. I do hope I notice Ellen washing her fucking hands. But we'll see. And I've just got like a little eye on you in the background. You still have a mountain of stuff that is devouring, like it's covering furniture. Like this is like the donations people have not been by. And especially in the holiday season, you get so many bags of stuff. Like it is truly like stacked to the ceiling. Granted, the ceiling's not terribly high, but it is still quite an impressive mound of stuff. And you probably can't legally get away with throwing all of it away.
Yeah, no, I think I threw away a chunk of it to just sort of like clear some space.
Right.
And now I do need to like come up with some sort of like way to like organize this down.
I would like to throw a little thing at you, if that is okay.
Mm-hmm.
You've come back with Ellen, but that also means that like you two are, maybe it's early, you two are maybe the only coworkers in the store, which is why you didn't want Ellen to leave you alone, of course. There's a third person in the break room rifling through shit. You don't work with this person.
I'm sorry, we don't allow vagabonds to just wander about, so if you could please remove yourself from the employee-only section.
Did you just call me a vagabond? She flips her bangs.
Is there another nomenclature that you would prefer?
I am a paying customer. I'm part of your rewards program. I was just shopping. Clothing store. Here's clothes. I'm shopping.
Do we have a rewards program?
You do probably, actually, because secondhand stores typically, like, anything above Goodwill does have a rewards program.
You know what? I do, in my heart of hearts, I do hate this woman. But
you do hate her, yes,
I
that's
think
true.
this can work to my advantage. And so I just go, of course, you are a valued customer. Let me just help you find a few items that I think you will like. And I just start taking things from this, like, donation pile and just, like, throwing them into a basket to just, like, I am ladening this person with much more than they probably want. I'm just like, oh, this would be fetching on you, darling. This would be gorgeous. And I'm just going to try to get her to take as much of this pile of junk out with her as possible.
You know none of that has price tags on it or anything, right?
Yeah, I know.
Okay. I want you to roll two things. I want you to roll one to persuade her to take this stuff, so you can use your modifier on that if you want to, because you are trying to persuade her and you are good at that. But then I want you to roll to see if your general manager is noticing that you are basically breaking the law.
So to persuade her, I got a 5 plus 1 is 6.
Amazing. So great. Fantastic.
Yeah, she's definitely going to buy all of these things that are not
She's gonna try.
and don't have price tags.
She's definitely going to try. So you are back down 2 more points. I think you were at a 4 originally, so you're back down to 0. You are totally fine, bloodlust-wise.
All right, and now I'm going to roll to see what the manager notices. Okay, that's a 1.
Okay, so again, you are really trying much here. So backfires with unforeseen consequences we will get to in a second. Please roll 1d6 to tell me how much you've ruined my morning.
That's a 4.
Okay, they only kind of saw you, and you can kind of laugh it off. Like, they're disappointed, but fuck it. Once, it reminds you of home. It's fine. Happy holidays. I lose 2 more cheer. I was at a 9. I am now at a 7. A 7 is now, boy, a nice cup of hot chocolate's going to be heaven sent after today's attack on my nerves. Let me pop that down. I am now at a 7. Remember, if it hits 0, you are unemployed. Let me see. Okay, so chat is really great. Chats, thank you, Sphinx, for saying the important thing is that you and your blood are okay. And look, boss, either this person leaves with this crap or they are lunch. Would not advise you telling your human manager that you were gonna eat someone. This is like slightly alarming, like little red flag. But yeah, so you're messing up my morning, man. So general manager is going to be, I think, part of the catastrophe that now unfolds. That this lady's at the register, yelling at Ellen. Ellen, who has taken over like the duty of the register again so that you can clear up stuff. And by taking over the duty, I mean like she ran there before you could object and say that she should clean up maybe or help you. She went, I think we have a customer, and zipped off to the cash register, because the cash register is actually a nice place to be in customer service 90% of the time, because if it's slightly dead, nobody fucking talks to you, nobody bothers you, and you can kind of lean on this thing, which is, it's got a little pad for your feet in front of it. It's kind of nice. It's kind of chill. It's not chill right now. She has a lot of regrets. The customer is yelling because Ellen is trying to politely say that they don't own those items, so they legally cannot sell them to her.
Yeah, I think I am just sort of like behind the customer, like several feet back, and I'm just trying to gesture to him, like, yeah.
Okay. This is gonna be your last roll for this, and then we're gonna go to break. I want you to roll to see if Ellen understands what the fuck you're saying.
Okay.
Or if she's too frazzled. She might be too frazzled, who knows?
I don't know if this counts as persuading.
I'll give it to you. It's Christmas.
We're gonna call that 3 then.
Okay. All right. A 3 is okay. That is a complicated success, so you get closer to your goal with a mild consequence. So, yeah, she does understand vaguely what you're saying. Unfortunately, she's also repeating it out loud in the way that she's processing it. So out loud, she goes, "Let the Karen take..." Oh, okay. And the customer heard you. Now, the customer's about to have a conniption. But it's not really your business, because it's time for you to clock out to take your break. So, yep, timer is up. 15 minutes. I'm going to cancel, and then we'll resume that in a second. So, now, we have a few minutes. What would you like your break to look like? So, let's say, like, this whole, like, the donations thing took a few hours. Like, you were lugging out trash for quite a while before you finally found Ellen and threw her into a dumpster. This bitch is having a horrible holiday season. This is maybe Ellen's worst workday so far, and now someone's yelling at her, and you dipped, which I love. And as a ruler, you are entitled to do so. This peasant is super beneath you. What does your first break look like of the day? Where do you take your break?
I definitely am going out of the building. I'm definitely like going to like I'm crossing the street. There's this very upscale cafe called the Stars Buck. And I'm going to be taking my break over there.
Right.
I'm going to get a caramel frappuccino.
Ooh.
They're quite pleasant. I do like have a little like blood thing in my purse.
Nice. Also, I forgot to mention. I forgot that you're a vampire, and going outside is probably bad for you. But since this is technically in a mall, we'll just say instead of across the street, it's just across from the store. So you're still indoors and safe. And let's just say the dumpster is under a very heavily shaded area, and retcon so that you didn't accidentally burn alive and die. But yes, so you're going into the coffee shop. I'd like you to roll a d6, please. And this is going to be your break meter.
Oh, I got a 6.
How nice. Well, the cool thing is, TBH, your bloodless counter was already a 0. So it's just going to stay a 0. But your break is great. Your thermos of preferred blood type has kept your snack nice and warm or cold, whatever. And nobody bothers you, not even your other coworkers. So how does this look? Is there anybody you know at this coffee shop? Like, do you go there often? Like, what does this break look like? How would you like to do this? This is a good break.
This is definitely like my normal work routine. Like I always come over here for my first break. I always get. I actually think I probably did instead of the caramel. There's probably a holiday special. There's like a peppermint something or other.
Oh,
Um, yeah, and mine does after I get it and have added something to it is much redder than it's supposed to be. Um, but yeah, no one bothers me. I just enjoy my life, nice little drink. Um, maybe read up about something on my phone, and then head back
nice.
over.
Nice, nice, nice. That does sound very relaxing, and I'm very glad that nobody bothered you on this break. That would have been catastrophic, but luckily you still have a few more breaks. Well, one more break after this to see if anything goes wrong. If you can manage to not get fired by then, because I'm already at a 7. And I now how you left me alone to deal with Ellen and Karen and the saga that may or may not continue. We'll see. That I'll leave that up to you. But now, as you're about to clock in, another thing happens. Another catastrophe strikes. Let us see. Bitch. Okay, that is a 4. We're starting off right out the gate with a 4. A customer is beyond outraged that you won't pay them a quadrillion is just what I wrote a real number, but I did not mean to, like, when I wrote the script, I did not think about the fact that I might have to say that number out loud. So quadrillion dollars for a shirt that is so old, it was probably already ratty when Nixon was in office. Frankly, the whole box of clothes seems like it might have taken on some sort of sentient life over time. You swear it just fucking moved. That is what you are coming back to from your break. So you come back off of your break, and we will hit timer again. That goes by real fast, huh? You're coming back. Karen's out of sight, hopefully, maybe. I don't know. At least she's out of fucking mind, because you took a little bit. Maybe they just bribed her to go home. Maybe they just told her she could have it. Who knows? But you are back at the buying counter instead of the checkout counter. And somebody's throwing a fit, and Ellen goes, "Oh, cool! I'm going on my break. Bye!" And literally, like, speed of light, might also be a vampire, runs off and leaves you with this character, with this person. So, how are you approaching this? What is the scenario? What are you coming to here?
Okay, so they're trying to basically sell us a
Garbage.
very garbage T-shirt. Is there even anything about it that's like? Is it like from a concert that they went to, or
Oh
is it just
no! Like, this is straight up a shirt they got, or someone got, like 30 years ago at like the equivalent of a Walmart that got ratty. This thing is filthy. This thing has holes. It is no longer the color it originally was, and the rest of the clothes that they have in this like trash bag that's open on the counter because they dumped it out there, which is something people unsolicitedly do on a constant basis when you work in that type of store. Looks similarly disgusting. And you don't think that they listen to your policy of washing shit before they bring it to you? You're pretty sure that they were cleaning out their garage, found these clothes that somebody had at some point abandoned there, and just figured, let me turn this into a lot of money.
Yeah, I sort of like look at this pile of clothes and just, oh no, 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 that won't be happening. We won't be taking any of this. You can put it back in the bag, um, and I will refer you to our policy on acceptable donations, and perhaps in the future you could return to us again with something that is in a more wearable state, but we will not be taking these.
So chat just said the shirt used to say Uranus, and now it says you're us. Okay.
Oh, I hate that. Oh, that's bad.
I love it.
That just means there's just like a big hole right in the center of it. That's
You're
cool to
looking
know.
through it as you do this little monologue to the customers. You are looking through it like you gotta be fucking kidding me. That wasn't the most customer friendly approach. I want you to roll. Not just to see if they're like okay with it, but like because they're not gonna be. There's no way in hell that they're not upset. They're throwing a bitch fit. I want you to roll to see if you are overheard by your manager because you are not responding with the corporate appropriate script.
I got a 6.
Nice. I don't care. I do not give a fuck. I do not care. You are also down 2 again, so you're back to a 2. You're doing really well. When I speed ran this game, I died. I killed everybody before I hit my first break. So you're doing great. The dice are definitely saying Merry Christmas to you, Michelle. I'm hearing this kind of, but I am not listening to you fully because I'm vibing to Mariah Carey as I do, and I'm wishing everyone a happy Mariah Carey Day, and then laughing to myself like it is the funniest joke ever, which I genuinely think it is. So I only hear every other word of what you're saying, and if I only hear every other word, it sounds like you're doing a great customer service friendly job. So I'm gonna ignore it. And just be like, okay, yes, cool. So the customer is looking at you through this hole because they have shoved their face to it to look at you also. You are communicating through a hole that's about this big. And it's just like, I washed these and nobody's even worn them in years. They are fine. She's struggling because she's like, I am talking to you through a hole, but I yelled, so I can't just dial down to 0 out of nowhere.
So these are things that you feel would be acceptable to wear. These are things that you would put on your body.
Well, Sabers is sorry. Should I even say her real name of a place?
It's fine. No one's listening.
Thrifters
No,
is
no lawyers are listening to this.
No lawyers are listening to this. That's true. Thrifters doesn't have is much nicer about the donations. And she like snatches the T-shirt back, and then she's like looking at it and she's like wondering if she should go through with this. And she's like, "So what's your policy on donations?"
I will like list like the official store policy, and then I will also add. But I think just a general rule of thumb is that if you would not be willing to put these clothes on yourself, that also means that no one else would be willing to put them on, and so that we don't need them.
Do you have like a dumpster? Can I like give these to you guys to just throw away then?
You can take these things to the dumpster. That is well within your right as the owner of these items.
I want you to roll a persuasion to see if she's gonna push to make you take it or not. She doesn't want to carry this shit anymore. That bag is huge.
That did go out of the tray, but it is. I rolled a 3, so I don't know if I'm adding or subtracting from this one, but I rolled a 3.
You're adding.
Okay. So it's a 4.
Oh, actually, no, it should be it should be 4. It should be 4. So, let me see. Complicated success. It worked, but also something did not work. So she does agree to take this horrible, offensive item at this point back, and she does take all of the things back, but she's not leaving the store to go to like, I don't know, her own trash can. She can see the break room and the door that is still open because donations are still like, as Ellen or like as anybody has time, people are like helping to move some of the donations like out here and there. So she can see the dumpster. She's walking straight to your break room. I'm clocking this as a general manager, like, and I'd shoot you a look like, fix it. And she's walking to your break room. She threw the clothes into the dumpster, like, nice little trick shot of throwing the clothes into the dumpster, which is kind of impressive because this is a big ass bag. But she is fully just meandering through the break room, picking at clothes.
I don't think I can get away with this twice.
Mm-mm.
Um, so
I hate how much this scenario has happened to me IRL at that job.
the thing that I want to do
Mm-hmm.
is going to be mean and unethical and get me in trouble, but I'm going to do it.
Okay. Merry
Um,
Christmas. Let's go.
So, like, yeah, this woman is like picking through this pile that is like stacked up to the ceiling. Um, and I'm gonna give her a chance. I'm just gonna go and very politely, oh, I'm so sorry. This area is for employees, so I think if you would like to see the items out on the floor, I can show you to where those are.
What, so just like employees get first dibs on like all of the good stuff? She says as she holds up somebody's family t-shirt with their family name on it and Disney World's like Trip 2003 straight across the front.
Like 1,000-yard stare. You know what? That is an excellent point, ma'am. And actually, I was going to claim this item for myself, but if you look here, there is a very fine designer purse just there. And when she gets close to it, I'm going to yank something out of the pile so that it all falls on top of her.
I want you to roll a straight d6. Because there's no way you can use a modifier for that. I just want to roll a straight d6 to see how this goes.
I got a 3.
That would have never occurred to me to do. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god. It works. She's being buried alive by this mountain of garbage, but her screams are definitely making it out onto the sales floor. And I am not happy. And when I come in, all I see is like wriggling feet about like a foot into this pile.
Oh dear, what an unfortunate and unavoidable accident that has occurred. Oh, tragedy.
Okay, roll a d6. Roll a d6. No modifier. That was not persuasion. That is performance.
I got a 3.
I don't fucking, like, I believe you, kind of, but I'm also gonna make this your fucking problem. Because the mountain is now, the mountain is unstable. What you caused is, like, the equivalent of yelling on, like, Mount Everest. You caused an avalanche. She's shivering around in there so much, just trying to get out and yelling. And also yelling about the fact that she can feel nobody's helping her. Nobody's doing shit. So she's thrashing around, and this whole mountain is coming down slowly all around you guys. It is threatening me and you. And I am dodging purses and shoes and, like, extremely sketchy knockoff Jordans. And I am furious. Fix this now. And I go out and I slam the brake door shut. So if it falls down, I want to see it. I want to see it. What are you going to do?
Don't worry, madam. Assistance is on the way. We are doing everything we can. I just walk over and I grab her.
I forgot your stress meter.
Oh yeah.
So you were at a 4 from this event.
Mm-hmm.
I do not remember how we went up or down. Do you remember how we went up or down? I was so caught up. You caught me so off guard with that. I completely forgot the whole game.
I've rolled a couple of 3s.
That was good. So 3s. Add 1 to your bloodlust meter. So if you rolled 2 3s, you went up 2 because you got stressed out.
6.
You're at a 6. And then so yeah, you're at a 6, which for reference, for anybody curious, the bloodlust table does have a little reference sheet. So a 6 is someone woke up and chose violence, and if they keep this up, you might have to respond in kind, which feels pretty accurate for where you are mentally right now. So that's where you're at right now. You're at a 6. Oh boy. So how are you helping? What are you doing? And also, like, what are you doing about the fact that, like, the pile is threatening you also? Like, it is coming down. It is collapsing. It is structurally unsafe.
I mean, I don't need to breathe.
Valid.
Actually, I was about to say that I just like grab her by the ankle and pull, but I think official corporate policy is I can't touch a customer unless I'm first aid certified.
Valid,
Um,
yes.
so I think actually what I do is I text Ellen, do you have your first aid certification?
Can you roll? And if it's a success, it's a yes. And if it's not, it's a no. And if it's something in the middle, we will bring in a different coworker who does.
Okay. That's a 1.
So it's a straight up no. She texts you back, lol, no, the fuck. Also, she's not supposed to have her phone on the sales floor, so she's just like straight up at the cash register ignoring a customer being like, lol, the fuck, no. She does not have first aid certification. And then she texts you back, why? She's fully ignoring a line of customers. This is more interesting to her. She's maybe, I think Ellen is maybe 19.
I text back, it's fine, don't worry about it.
Okay. You get like a peace emoji back, and then you hear like Ellen, you're like, oh my god, I'm fucking coming. And like, you hear the cash register like go off, and like the customer's obviously way too shocked by Ellen's everything to like complain. What is your last move you do before the timer goes out to try and take this bitch out? Or what are you gonna do?
I think if I let a customer die, I will get fired.
Yeah.
So I will, like, even though it's technically against the rules, I will just sort of like yank her out by the ankles.
All right. Roll to yank her out. See what happens. Oh no. Ow! Oh god! You grab the customer, and you are left holding what you now realize is a prosthetic foot that you have now taken off of this customer who is screaming bloody fucking murder.
So, oops. All right. Well, I guess I have to go in and dig her out the hard way.
I'm just gonna give you that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you that because you're supposed to go on your break. So the manager comes in and sees you holding a foot, like a little like below the knee leg, and a customer with only one, who is still like who you are with the other hand kind of dragging out of the pile, and just for how obscene this is, I couldn't have possibly anticipated this happening in this game. I want you to roll 1d6 to see how I'm fucking doing.
That's a 2.
I'm not doing well. I'm not doing well. You rolled a 2 on my cheer meter. Sweet baby Rudolph, you fucked up. I lose 3 cheer points, which knocks me down 1, 2, 3. I'm at 4. 4 on the cheer meter, by the way, is deck the halls, or the employees. At this point, it's 50-50. Go on your break. No. And I take the foot. I have to deal with this now. Go, get out.
Yeah, I go on my break. Which I can't use the break room because now there's an angry customer in there. So I guess I just walk around the mall for a little bit.
Yep. Also, if I remember correctly, did we give you bloodlust stress for your last roll before checking on me? This is my own game. No, this is my own game, but you are so good at it that I legitimately keep fucking forgetting to do my job. I'm so thrown by this. I've never had a GM situation where I got so fucking thrown by an action of a person before. Thank you so much. This is so fun. It's been on my bucket list ever since I did that to Lexi at Black Girl Mage when we were playing, and I threw her for a loop, and she went, I legitimately don't know what to do right now. And I've always wanted that. So thank you.
the situation, it was just too good to pass up,
It is.
and I gave her a chance. I gave her an out.
When you said, when you said unethical, I thought you were gonna be rude to her. I didn't think you were gonna try to kill her. So that's a plus because you had like I think it was like a complicated. Was it a complicated success or was it a critical failure that you had on that last one?
I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1, so yeah, actually, that's a good thing we checked my cheer meter because you would have had to do that anyway. So this worked out perfectly. So for a 1, you add 3 to your bloodlust meter, which should bring you to, if I remember correctly, a 9.
Yeah, I think I'm at a 9.
You're at a 9. A 9 out of 12, which for anybody's reference, the bloodlust meter of a 9 is this is the longest day ever. Maybe this is eternity. Maybe this is hell. So that's where you're at right now. And where are you taking your next break? Hi, Dimples and Dice. Sorry, hi, Chad.
I'm walking around the mall, and I think I'm just looking for something that is going to, like, relax me a little bit. Like maybe I'll just go into, like, a candle store.
Do you know any of the other employees at the mall? Like, do you have, like, because, like, a lot of the other employees at the mall are like you. They're holiday helping elves, so they're seasonal workers. So, do you guys, like, know each other? Do you have any friends, any enemies?
I have probably, like, I think everyone knows me because I am, like,
A lot.
so flamboyant and hot.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think I don't pay that much attention to other people unless they approach me first.
Beautiful. For sake of storytelling, I'm going to say you have one person you really like, one person you fucking hate. Please roll to see how your break goes.
Okay. I got a 4.
Okay, your break is meh. Nobody bothers you, but you forgot the rest of your, like, your second snack at home, so there is no break time snack for you. Your bloodlust meter stays the same. And I'd say maybe you see the person that you are friends with, but they are busy and they can't talk to you. But they kind of wave at you. Maybe they drop you a little snack. Maybe they have a little something, something. Maybe they're a vampire too. This seems like a really popular job with vampires. So, like, who knows?
Yeah. I think I also... there's another vampire who works in the candle shop. And I see her currently, like, dealing with a customer who was like, I'm sorry, this is not what Summer Breeze should smell like.
Oh boy, yeah. You share that, like, look of sympathy of just like, man, I wish I could eat them all, but I can't. But man, I wish I could. And, like, maybe while the customer's not looking, she like look at you like. And but as soon as the customer looks back at her, she's like, yeah, you're so right. Summer Breeze should totally smell different. Just pantomiming, like, biting the fuck out of this customer and killing her. Luckily nobody sees it, so it's just a nice little private joke for the two of you. So your break was fine. It was okay. Nothing stressed you out more, but, like, it could have been better. All right, we are ready for our last little catastrophe. I'm gonna grab a different dice because this one has been iffy. So, I have been using some digital dice here and there, and then here and there I've been using Die Hard dice. Thank you, Die Hard dice. I did not think about this because I have never played this game this far because I always lose.
Did I just return from my break and immediately get 3 bloodlust?
Actually, I rolled a 6.
Oh, okay.
So what we're gonna do is, for the sake of you not immediately killing everyone, unless you want to, do you want to roleplay the scenario and kill everyone, or do you want to tweak it a little because it's Christmas and this isn't an official stream?
Well, yeah, I want to hear what
Okay.
happens
Okay.
on 6.
Okay.
And then we'll see.
This is the 8th time this customer has asked you to get you something off of the display shelves. You were reaching for a mannequin scarf when the ladder is starting to wobble precariously. You look down and the customer is trying to both climb the ladder also and pass you on it. How do you pass someone on a ladder? You can't.
Yeah, so I come back from my break. This repeat customer who I cannot stand. I cannot stand this person. And now, yeah, I'm like, I am on a ladder to take a scarf off of a mannequin, don't need this scarf that badly. And then she also gets on the ladder and go, what are you doing?
I saw something else.
So you can point to it or verbalize in some way?
It's fine. I know the holidays are really rough on retailers. I don't mind helping. And she's trying to pass you on the ladder.
And at this point, I am so upset. I just grab this woman by the collar. I have ladder in one hand, collar in the other hand.
Is she now dangling off the ladder, or are you leaving her on the ladder still?
I'm not taking her off of it.
Okay.
But I have just grabbed her so she can't move further. You are not helping. You have no expertise in this field. You are not aware of the policies or rules of the store. Any action that you are taking is the opposite of help. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
Roll a straight 6.
That's a 1.
She starts bawling. She's also, I need you to roll one more 6 to see how I'm doing cheer-wise.
That's a 4, so...
All right. So you got a little lucky with the cheer meter. Let me just grab that. So I lose 2 cheer, though, still. So I am down to 2 cheer. You are truly testing your employment here. Let me see. If I'm at 2, if my employee sings that song one more time, I'm going to make it their last Christmas. So in addition to you doing whatever the fuck I think you're doing, Ellen has been behind me for 20 minutes singing Last Christmas off key on repeat, and I'm about to fucking kill her myself, and I'm just a person. So I see you, and I see what's happening, and you are holding a customer by the collar, suspended kind of in air on this ladder. This is 8-foot fucking ladder. And she is crying her eyes out, and I am staring you down. I'm not even communicating anything. I'm just staring you down. And I think you can hear the chime of the bell over the door of the unemployment office.
I make eye contact with you. I look at you. I hold your gaze for a good 5 seconds. And I push this woman off the ladder.
Ah! Oh my god! Also, if you would have taken extra stress, but technically you are already, way past 12. So, it's 8 feet. It's bloody. It's bloody. She's long live. Sorry, chat said whisper to the customer, long live the king before you toss her. Whoosh. She's bleeding everywhere.
And I take my time climbing down the ladder.
Everyone's screaming.
Mm-hmm. I walk over to you.
You're definitely fired.
I look over your shoulder at Ellen and I say, you should take your second break now.
Yeah, Ellen's fucking off. She's like, okay. And she's running to the break room, slamming it behind her, and you think you hear her, grabbing her keys, and I think she's climbing out a window. She's leaving.
Yeah. And then I start killing people. Cathartic.
You deserve it. You kill me also?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. My holiday cheer was already down to almost nothing. So you would have been fired, and you would have definitely been fired and fucking killing somebody. But yeah, the secondhand store has to shut down because of some freak accident, apparently. Lucky for you, the vampire at the candle store, she set a fire. She fucking knocked over a bunch of candles. Oops, fire! And luckily it distracted people from the bloodbath going on, and also got rid of a lot of evidence. So you're going to have to move, for sure. You can't work there anymore. You have to move. But at least vampires weren't totally discovered, even though you did massacre a bunch of people, and the forensics was really confused as to why there was so much blood in a fire, but they figure somebody must have fallen, and then in the chaos, maybe, who knows. Luckily for you, a good chunk of the mall burned down, and that is that. Merry fucking Christmas. You had a really nice snack and a really good meal, TBH. Kind of makes up for the fact that you're definitely not going to get paid for those weeks.
Yeah, no, I ate a lot before I left. And, I mean, if I can, just editorialize a little, I'm pretty sure I just take the cash register on my way out. Like
Smart.
the whole thing.
Smart. Absolutely. And at any given day, on a good day, there's like $6,000 in there. That's definitely a couple rents. That's totally fine. You could do that. It was towards the end of the day. You'd already taken your second break. It was evening. And it's evening, which is the best part. You literally just walk the fuck out of there. And it's dark outside already because it's winter. It's been dark since 4 p.m. This was literally the perfect crime. You couldn't have planned it better yourself. And the world is now free of some annoying customers and a really, really annoying holiday helping head elf. So, yeah, that concludes this session of Forever 41 Holiday Edition. Thank you for playing. Thank you for this cool... I couldn't have anticipated half the shit that you came up with. That was great. You did fantastic.
That was so much fun. I had not planned to, like, do it that way, but when I got, like, the character who was, like, I was like, no, this is not a woman who's going to put up with people's bullshit. She's not going to be nice.
She's going to try and kill people. She lived at 500 AD. That was a lawless time. She did not give a fuck. She did not give a flying fuck. She just fucking threw that bitch off a ladder and fucking buried another bitch under a clothing garbage avalanche. Like, honestly, these are all things I'm sure at some point crossed my mind when I was doing any of those things at that job. So thank you so much for playing. Thank you, everybody, for watching. This is the amazing Michelle Jones at Alesha Kills on Twitter, who you should follow. And also, by the way, if you like this overlay, the overlays in Canva that I get to do now are even nicer because Michelle was so kind as to help me get Canva Pro. So thank you very much. Make sure you guys check out Forever 41. I will drop the link on Twitter again after I post. Oh, thank you. But yes, thank you for playing. Thanks everybody for being here. I am Brandy Rose, the game designer, your host today, and owner of this channel. Hi, hello. So make sure to check out cutestpatoot.itch.io with all of the games, including Forever 41's original run and Forever 41's holiday edition. This was super fun. This is the first time I got to stream this game. So thank you guys so much. And then have a nice, happy Christmas. Hi, Prime Gaming. Hi, everybody. And